Chapter 2. The voice was big, bold and booming, as it echoed through the vacant halls of the empty workshop. I'm sorry. An old fat guy with a red suit? The bearer towered tall and strong as he bounded into the room where his insulter stood, leaning against an unused worktop, completely uninterested in his opinion. It's not an insult, it's an observation. Rolling her eyes, she couldn't have cared less about her elder's offended tone. He might have been bigger, older, and wiser, but he was certainly no match for her. It's cheek, that's what it is. He was trying to sound authoritative as he waved an accusative finger at her, but failed miserably. You wonder why I give you coal every year. Immediately snapping back at him, she retorted without shame. I know exactly why I'm on that list. What I don't know. She rose to her feet as she approached the big man, is why I'm the one having to go here, there and everywhere, to convince people to believe in you. She waved her own accusative finger at him. Because, Pepper, he smiled down at her smugly. It's your job. No, see, actually it's Nelson's job, but Nelson is not here. The speed increased as her frustration grew. Because once again he is messing around with that damn sleigh. A sleigh, might I add, that probably won't even be in commission next year, and you know what, I'm gonna say it. It will be a miracle if it even gets used this year. Oh how I've missed your optimism, Pepper. He wore a warm smile which complemented his sarcasm nicely. There was a fatherly glow about him, one of a man very used to these specific outcries. Nick. She was soft with her sound, but strictly serious as her eyes latched to his. You and I both know what's gonna happen if we don't fix this. We'll fix it. He had definitely had this conversation before. Although his certainty and positivity was unwavering, a true contrast to Pepper's pessimism. How? You have two elves at your disposal. One is utterly useless, and the other. She paused. A glint of guilt shaded her face as she pulled out of her rant, realizing her next words. The other is me. And I don't even belong here anymore. Then, just like a loving father, Nick merely placed his hand on the girl's shoulder. With the kindest of eyes and voicing the warmest of voices, he spoke to her the most direct he could. You may not believe that you belong here anymore, Pepper, but the North Pole will always have a home for you. Nick. She, without a doubt, would have used her powers of negativity to pull him from his cloud, but Nick was much too quick to let that happen. Come on. Ignoring her concern, he replaced the kindness with determination and the warmth with unwavering confidence. Let's go find that useless elf of mine.